time for episode 21. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and let's find out what is going down in the creek.
I know that I'll never have the strength to leave you again.
Laszlo?
Oh, you'll help him now, Richard, won't you? You'll see that.
Dawson really does love his old movies, his old romance movies. Your nemesis now,
Example
yeah?
of a purely evil character. Absolutely no arc whatsoever. Why is it that we're so ridiculously intent on pleasing the people who dislike us the most?
You mean teachers?
Present my film final on camera. I mean, I'm bound to get points for ingenuity if nothing else, right?
There you go.
Sure.
So, Joey, talk to me.
No, forget it.
No. Go and ask someone else. I'm still trying to get used to her dark hair.
Hello, Andy.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, I was called.
That you're not welcome here.
I know you and I have a lot of things to work out, and we will. But right now, I'm here because I'm worried about you.
Well, you don't need to worry about me.
I think he does.
So why are you here?
I called him.
How could you do that to me?
Idea that your situation was this extreme.
Situation.
When we get home, we'll discuss all this. You should
We
start
home? What?
You didn't say anything about leaving.
It's a decision I've come to.
I don't care about your decision. We have finals. We can't
Problem
leave.
is she's underage.
You need perpetual supervision right now.
Perpetual?
Your mother does too. I've spoken to your current doctor about our options.
Their dad is never there for them. He just runs.
I'm not asking.
Well,
Sorry.
Jack, you messed up. You should have known your dad sucks.
Oh, well, if you're serious, then by all means, let me reveal my deepest, darkest, most intimate secrets of the past year for your homework assignment.
Well, don't reveal everything.
No, actually, it's probably a good thing. I should talk about it, so.
It's been a really rough year for Jen. But what is she up to? Because
Drama began to unfold. And now all of a sudden I just understood it.
Did what?
Cut it off.
Cut what off?
My hair.
I knew she was playing around, but
It was a very traumatic event in a young girl's life.
hopefully someone takes it serious.
I didn't do anything, Dawson.
No, you changed a
You and I
lot.
both know that left to my own devices, I would be repeating the 10th grade. At best. Worst, I'd probably be living under a highway somewhere right now.
Oh.
Yeah, you had some outside inspiration, but
You do also have to give
grabbed
yourself
it like by
credit.
the balls and turn things around.
Dawson, my only accomplishment this year was to find an inspiration like Andy.
It's not an archetype, Dawson.
Are you all right? What's going on with you?
Is he gonna cry?
Ever since me and Andy, well, literally collided, she mistook me for someone else. And she gave me somebody to be, and now that she needs my help, there's not a damn thing that I can do for her.
It also shows how much none of them have really been around each other to know what's actually going on.
You weren't in class this morning.
Yeah, my dad came back into town and he's gonna make us go home. He's taking us back to Providence.
What? Andy, what is it that you want to do?
What do I want to do? Pacey, I want to stay here. Get help here. I want to be with you.
Because when he hears what we have to tell him, he's not taking you anywhere.
Are you sure about that?
You did the right thing.
No, I did, because I thought he was going to stay and help, and instead he wants to take us back to Providence.
Your dad will never stay. He doesn't want to.
You know what, Jack? There's a bright side to this. Maybe Andy's gonna get better. Maybe if you and your dad move back in, there's a chance for reconciliation.
You gonna stay at the Learys forever?
Oh, ouch.
Mm-hmm.
The situation's kind of dire.
What about your mom and dad?
They made it pretty clear how they felt about me when they sent me here.
Well, you're different now. You know, you're not the same girl that they sent away.
That's true.
Who knows? Maybe you're not the only one who's changed.
I mean, yeah, everyone has changed. Everyone's changed a lot this year.
Appreciate your vehemence regarding my daughter's situation, as I'm sure you appreciate my own concern.
I do, absolutely. I'm just wondering why you're making her leave now, like this.
But
But she has friends here, a whole
you weren't
support
there
system.
Are you
before.
suggesting those things are more important than family?
No, sir. I'm just suggesting that Andy's built a family here, one that I'm a part of, and I can help her.
She is my responsibility.
Which you haven't been responsible for a long time.
Because you're just too selfish to let her go.
Oh, here we go. I mean, that's true.
You're absolutely right.
But at least he can own up to it.
I'm not just here on Andy's behalf. Because if she left me, I don't know what I'd do.
But what? I don't want Andy to leave.
My mind's made up.
I wonder what changes his mind later on.
I mean, I know it's been a while since we've talked about this, but I was just curious as to what the situation is with me.
Back home? Oh, Jen.
To stay with you and Dad.
This will be good for your mother.
Oh, will it?
Andy, and you.
Right.
Put our family back together.
Yeah, he's not doing that.
You'd stay.
There's no one here to help Andy.
No, there's Pacey. I mean, I have never seen two people that have what they have together. You haven't offered her a choice.
And you're certainly not going to get the help you need here in Cape Side.
He needs... What does he need? Oh, the gay thing.
Talk to someone about your problem.
Your problem.
Just hear me out. I understand that you're confused with these gay ideas.
Ideas?
Look, this isn't about me anyway, or you. It's about Andy and what's best for her.
No, it's about him. It's always been about the dad.
On a date.
Oh.
One where I can come over and pick you up and take you out to dinner, maybe a movie, some moonlight, a little romance.
Candle. Romance.
You know what? You're right. A night out on the town, just the two of us.
Let loose.
Why are you basing it on another person? Why don't you just do the obvious? Just turn the camera on yourself. Why not? Why not?
Because I'm afraid, okay? I'm afraid that I'm not enough for you and that I never will be, all right? And if I do this, you're just gonna realize that you've grown way beyond me, and then
When did it become about this? Yeah, what?
Has he said that if I wanted to stay, he'd try to work it out?
Really?
That's great news then, huh?
I guess.
You okay, Andy?
Wait a minute, you can't actually tell me that you're thinking about leaving.
I don't know.
Come on, I think the decision here is pretty obvious.
Is it?
Oh.
I feel burdened by the knowledge that I know how hard it must be for you guys to have to take care of me. And that's why I've decided that I think that if I leave, you should stay.
Will she go for the summer and come back?
You go, I go.
What about what you want?
Yeah, what do you want, Jack?
Always so selfless, Jack. Will you promise me that you'll think about yourself this time?
Because that's what I picture. Andy clearly wants to get better, so maybe she will go for the summer and come back. The problem is, how different will she be?
I'm staying.
And your sister?
I don't know her decision.
Good on you, Jack. Will he move into Jen's house? Graham's?
And Andy's problems, and even with Tim's death, those I could find reasons for. But with you, I feel like I'm to blame.
But you aren't.
For what?
It wouldn't have made a difference. I'm gay for the same reasons that Tim wasn't. Okay, it just happened that way.
But there are people who change. They go back.
Go back? The hetero
I'm hardly
Bill?
the encyclopedia of the gay experience, but I'd wager to say that their change is skeptical.
Ugh.
I'm going to sacrifice my happiness for yours because I want you to be proud of me. I do. But not under your terms.
Yeah. The dad is quite a selfish individual when you think of what it is about. And see, he couldn't even speak there and say anything.
I was deliriously happy.
I didn't want to happen that day.
Oh no. I think she might be breaking your heart, Pacey.
Seems like yesterday.
Who was I back then?
Slacker.
Yeah.
May I have the pleasure of this dance, Miss McPhee?
Yes, Mr. Ritter, you may.
Him and his Lestat big jumper shirt thingy.
And I can't hide from the truth anymore. I'm not getting any better. Also because I'm gonna leave tomorrow.
I know.
He does really know Andy.
Open him.
The white picket fence. Because she wants the perfect family because she doesn't have that.
A white
of course.
picket fence.
Yep.
When did you do this?
It took me all night.
Wow. He really is improving very quickly. Oh, Jen!
Think you're gonna get away with that send-off, did you?
It took me too long to realize it was Jen. Oh, there's people behind him now.
Well, looks like your parents said yes.
Not quite.
Oh, what?
I called my mom. And she casually informed me that now is not a very good time for me to re-enter her life. And
Yeah.
now I've got every place to go. There's just nobody there.
Here's the start of Jack and Jen properly.
I don't think she'd have a problem with it, because my mom loves me for the best reason possible. No reason at all. See, that's how our parents should love us, Jen, unconditionally.
Yep.
So as it sounds,
That's not how it
most don't.
works.
But as much as it hurts, it's worse for them. I'm taking you back to my place.
Yep.
It's pretty empty. And, I could use a roommate.
He's still trafficking in drugs, isn't he? That looks more... That's not weed.
Andy! Hey.
Easy. I said no goodbyes.
I don't want to say goodbye.
Are you going as well?
I wish I had some eloquent parting words for you, but all I could think of was this. Thank you. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Thank you for forcing me to be the man that you've made me. Just thank you.
It's me.
I honestly
My knees are shaking.
I did not remember Andy leaving here. Oh, they look so sad.
His decisions didn't change him.
But this has changed. Things have changed.
Or at least I hope so.
She's asleep. Dawson is in such a predicament. What does he do? If he tells Jerry he could lose her because she could be angry at him and then she's going to lose her dad, someone that she's waited for 3 years. But as we saw, he hasn't changed. As soon as he said this is an old friend, I was like, yeah. And also, in the back of my mind, I remember him not being the best. Or at least doing something wrong. So, yeah, it's happening. And Jerry's just going to be heartbroken again. And I have no idea if he gets arrested or he runs away. Probably arrested. Yeah. I did like how there was a juxtapose between what the adults were saying and what the kids were saying. What everyone wanted. And the conflict that came from that. The parents would talk about things that I think an adult would talk about, whereas a kid would talk about it in a more emotional way. And I think we saw that. I'm still curious how Jack knew where Jen was. I'm guessing either he spoke to Grams or to Gail because he knew where Jen was. I really thought that was Andy, but then I was like, wrong. I do wish Joshua Jackson would cry. I think that would give Pacey a lot more emotiveness. Sometimes I find him, he lacks that. And I know that not everyone needs tears, but at certain moments it would be nice to see it a little bit more. I have noticed that Kerr Smith also has that issue. But it also might be because of supposedly their ages and, you know, kind of figuring everything out. I'm sad to see Andy go at this point. I'm pretty certain she comes back, but things will never be the same again. Or does Pacey go and visit her? You know, this is what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out what happens to her, like what the experience is. And yeah, just watching the juxtapose with everyone. Also, that sometimes parents aren't parents or aren't the best versions of themselves. You know, Jack's dad can't get over the homosexual tendencies that his son has. You know, Jack's gay and he can't get over that. There's his own homophobia. And we saw that. And he just can't relate to his son. And he pushes his son away and is very distant and cold. When actually, you talk to your child. But he can't do that. Andy going as well isn't too much of a shock if she wants to, for quote unquote, herself get better. It's just sad to see her go and to see her and Pacey be separated when, to me, they've been the best couple this season. Jen as well, I really felt for Jen. Obviously, she was such a wild child, but her parents are very much they just kind of fobbed her off onto Grams and then expected Grams just to look after her. And my heart aches for Jen because she never gets a break. I think seeing her with Jack is great because this is the real start of their friendship. And I know those two are like close as it goes on. They're best friends as it goes along. And she's needed that. And it's nice because Jen, I felt, they really just put her through the ringer. And then she has no parents to turn to. Grams obviously kicked her out, but I'm certain Grams would take her back, especially Jack. But then there's going to deal with that homophobia from Grams, or at least her uncomfortability. I don't think she's homophobic because she did defend Jack before. Strong episode. It genuinely felt like a finale though. So that's why I'm really curious where they're going to go. It can only really be about, I imagine, Joey's dad. And that leaves me with a lot of uneasiness. But I do think the show did a really good job here in showing how flawed everyone is, but also letting, if you love someone, to let them go. And I think that's what Pacey learns and has learned really quickly. Thank you for watching.